Okay, yeah, I'll do it. 75 for them, I'll still grab them. All right. Oh, a banger. $3, that's a steal. Wow, it's cool to see. Sealed copy of Rush Hour 2. So basically, long story short, I have a bunch of orders that we were supposed to get Gameboys in for like last week. I had them all planned out. I had like all my orders coming in. I think what happened was I ordered too many. I had ordered 20 SPs from Japan, which is where I always get them. I usually get them from eBay listings. So they were supposed to show up on the 8th. So it was the 8th. I don't usually pressure the guys too much, but I messaged him and I was like, where are the SPs? And he said, oh, they should be there by the 20th. And I was like, when I bought the listing, it said they were supposed to be there by the 8th. And he said, oh, well, what happened was I shipped 10 and then I shipped 10. So he shipped them separate. So they got stopped in customs because the package said that it was supposed to be 20. Anyways, a long story. Long story short, we don't have SPs. We need SPs because we have at least 8 orders we need to do this week. So our mission today is to find at least 7 SPs, 8 SPs, a couple Game Boy Colors, and a couple Game Boy Advances will be the best. We're gonna pay a lot of money for them, but we're gonna hit 4 different game shops in the area and see what we can find. And I have a bag full of Game Boy games. Here, will you hold this? I have a little baggie full of like a bunch of Game Boy games that I found that I definitely don't want. I have doubles and stuff like that, so we're gonna see if we can maybe get like, I don't know, we'll do the math in the car to see what we think they might give us for this. So, I don't know, if I can get 40 bucks for them, that would be great, because that'll cover like half of a Game Boy Advance SP. So let's get going.
Off we go.
Off we go. Wish me luck, Nitty. Nitty, wish me luck, please. Thank you, that's very good luck, I appreciate it. All right, so the first place we're going is in the Daytona flea market. This is like my favorite game store. They have a really good selection of things, and I've gotten some pretty good deals on Game Boys there in the past. Now, when I buy SPs, I usually buy them in lots of 10, and they're like as is for parts from Japan. And usually I'll get at least 8 good ones out of there. And they'll be about, I think it's like 600 bucks for 10. So it's like 60 bucks each, and then 2 of them are broken. So you're looking at about 70 bucks a piece working when I buy them anyway. So if we can be in like the 70, 80 range of the SPs that we find, we'll be looking pretty good. If we are in like 90, that would suck, but we'll have to suck it up and just do it.
Flea farmer's market.
It does. It looks so weird when it's cloudy out. It looks, yeah.
It doesn't even look like it's Florida.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know what kind of trees are those? Are those pine trees? Are you opening the door for me?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Well, it looks like they have 1001 right there for 85, and then this is a 101, which for 130. That makes sense. Yeah. I really only need the 001. I don't really need the 101. And then there's a GBA back there. I might grab that too, just for the hell of it.
121.
It's because that has the good screen. That's actually a normal price.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
2 that need a new shell.
Are those for sale too?
I don't know if you want to sell them.
Oh, okay. I just need the motherboards really, so that's why I'm like looking for SPs today. I definitely will grab that one and then this GBA. And yeah, and ask him if he'll do these ones. Can I see them?
Yeah, because they're both pretty gutted.
75 for them, I'll still grab them.
All right.
Oh, this one works too. Yeah, definitely. And then that 001. And I guess I'll grab this 101 too. And that GBA also. Thank you. And this is all the colors you have? Or is that one for sale too back there? Probably not, in the back?
I think, yeah, speaker's dead on it.
Oh, okay, so you probably don't want to fix that.
Yeah, nothing.
Oh, okay. Nothing at all? I got you. Well, I mean, if he wants to sell that one, I'd buy that one too, depending on how much he wants for it. If you want to ask him,
yeah,
that'd be cool. Appreciate it, man. So we got 4, possibly, which is good. One of them's a 101, so people don't really want the 101 screens anymore. I used to sell a lot of them, but not really anymore. Yeah. 150 for the Emerald.
So we said 75 is cool on these.
75 is good on those? Okay, cool.
So 35 each.
Perfect. And then what do
he
you say?
said speaker on these are pretty cheap.
Okay.
So we said 50 on this stuff.
Okay, yeah, I'll do it. I'll take them. If you is this all the Gameboys you have then?
Yeah,
Right now?
everything I got
Okay,
right
perfect.
now.
All right, cool. I'll definitely take those then. I'm gonna look around a little bit more, but yeah, you can set those aside for me.
Yeah.
Cool, thank
And
you.
I'll give you chargers too, of course. So.
Perfect, thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. I wish they'd sell me that monitor.
He's wanted that. You wanted that for so long.
It's just sitting there, you know? I should have it.
What is this?
Goat Sim? You wanna play Goat Sim?
No.
I never played it.
It confuses me every time you come here.
It confuses you. And before we go, we gotta look at the guides, my favorite section. Always. I've been wanting this one, even though I've never finished the game, but the Cyberpunk guide's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But, you know, just
There's
tell me
quite
why
a
it's
few.
1985 for that one, and then 1485 for the sealed. I know a deal I'd take on that. This is really always get me is the guides. Oh, the guide for Mario Kart Wii. That's pretty solid. I need that. Oh, a banger.
Oh.
$3, that's a steal.
Golden eye.
Whoa, grab that. We should own that.
$3.
Oh, and Rush Hour 2?
Oh, right
Unopened?
next to it?
Oh, the dude, a classic. All right, we're
my
getting that.
God.
It's not opened. Unopened Rush Hour 2. That's so funny. I'm just curious, how much is the Pokemon Red and Fire Red in the box? Or is that just the box?
So Fire Red, I know for sure is in there because I just put that in there.
Okay.
So that one feels like just the game. That one's 200.
Wow. It's cool to see.
And then Fire Red, 270.
Oh, man. That's sweet. You had someone bring this in recently?
Yeah, that one was, I want to say like a week ago.
Someone just came in. I always think it's so crazy. People are like, yeah, I'm done. I just had it, and there it is. You can have it.
That's how
They're
Pokemon
sick.
goes. And
Yeah.
that's the wave of like,
Yeah, people are like, all right, I'm done. Like, you can have it now. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, we just want to add these in too.
Okay, no.
Gotta go with the sealed, the Mario Kart Wii guy.
That one was weird.
Yeah,
Dude,
super
he was,
weird.
like hype about it.
I
too.
can't pass it up. I'm like, oh man, it's like sealed, so. But we got 4 so far. 4 SPs, Game Boy Advance for 75.
And a Game Boy
A Game Boy Color that we can hopefully fix. Usually it's just a speaker, but sometimes it's got like an attachment on it.
Is that a light?
I don't know. I thought it was a light, but it looks like it's a light with a mirror. This is the weirdest warm light I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I've never seen one like this.
I don't understand the implication of what the mirror is supposed to do.
Well, I guess it's supposed to shoot the light to the, instead of just having a light on the top.
Oh,
it shoots the light to the mirror and then it hits the screen.
That's actually kind of
High
genius.
It's
tech.
not
so
gonna lie.
funky though. Like what? It's so
Yeah.
funky.
And don't worry,
All
I'll
right.
throw that in for you.
Thanks, man. Yeah, you guys are always hooking it up. I appreciate it. That's all right. Y'all have a good day.
You too.
We'll see you soon.
That's cool.
That is cool. Check out all this stuff. They have this cool display right here. I always want to show that off because
Yeah, it's very cool.
yeah, it's
we
sick.
played it before.
There's like the OG Nintendo 64 display with the dome. They don't make them like that no more. All right, so we did pretty good there, actually. They had more than I thought they would. It turned out pretty good. I think I got 4 SPs and a GBA and a Game Boy Color that doesn't work. We'll go over the haul later, but we did get some bonus items, if you know what I mean. I'll just tease one. Sealed copy of Rush Hour 2. Yeah, that place is so great. I always end up getting way more stuff than I needed. I always find something in there. Sealed copy of Rush Hour 2?
$3.
Get out. That was
Right
worth the
there.
trip. We could have walked away with just that and I could just go home happy. All right.
Care about SPs, just that.
I need nothing else.
All right, so now we're on to spot number 2.
Yeah, so
Gonna
that-
take a little drive.
So we're in for, let me check the receipt. So just so you people know, the Game Boy modding is not cheap. We're in for $540.70 already. $541 technically. All right, on to the next place. Now we're going to, it's about 5 miles away from here, Video Game Galaxy?
Yeah.
That's the name of the place? Okay, we've been there. I made a video there once before checking it out. So they had some stuff before. So that's where we're gonna, what?
We'll see if Charlie.
We'll see if Charlie the dog is there. And that's where I'm gonna try to trade in all these games. They were kind of busy there, so I didn't really want to trade them in there. We would have been there all day. But this place is usually pretty dead. So I was talking to the guy when we were in there, and I asked him, so you guys get pretty busy this time of year, you know, like it seems like as soon as it hits November, you guys are just crazy busy. And he said, yeah, it's pretty, we had a pretty big trade come in earlier, so that's why you see there's like stacks of games all over the place. And I asked him, when the people come in to do the really huge trades, do they like give you a heads up, or do they just kind of show up with all this stuff? And he said, well, this guy in particular, he goes all over Florida and Georgia and just like buys games. I don't know where he's finding them. He doesn't even know. He's like, I don't know how he does it, but he just buys a bunch of stuff and then he just comes in and just drops them all here. And they got a really good hookup for people doing that, because like I'll watch videos of people that have game stores and they struggle to get stuff, and like they're always having to travel to get stuff. And they just have a guy that
for fun.
Yeah, he just comes and shows up, brings them all the stuff and makes a little money, and they're just fully stocked. I mean, I've never seen that place empty. They're always so stocked.
Always. But I actually heard the guy that's the owner talking about how he has a guy, like a hookup in Canada. And that's where he gets a lot of his stuff.
Canada?
Yeah. That's what he was just talking to another guy in there about.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. They just expanded that store too. Like it was half the size that you saw for 20 years. And then last year they took out the whole nother section and they made it even bigger, which is great because it feels less crowded.
This is the thing that I wonder, like, does anybody out there have a flea market in their city, like Daytona flea market? Because I've been to other flea markets and there's nothing like it. Yeah. Like it is so unique. And
something about the Daytona flea market, dude, I swear.
And you've been literally going to that game store since you were how old?
Like 7 or 8 years old.
Which is so crazy.
Yeah, that place is definitely my favorite game store to go to.
Here we are, spot number 2.
All right. Video Game Galaxy.
Whoa.
Sorry. They're putting these curbs too close to the tires these days. Sunday, 12 p.m. to 6. Well, let's see if they're open.
No, we should just...
All right, so for some reason, Video Game Galaxy doesn't open till noon, so we're gonna go ahead and hit this other place first called Omega Video Games and see. I haven't been here in probably like 2 years. I don't know, it's been a long time, so let's see what they got in here. You got anything to say about this guy?
We could... If you want, we could get lunch at Auto Grill Express.
Auto Grill Express actually is a really great menu. It's they sell roadkill. I can't zoom with this, so you can't see the sign. They sell roadkill. It's the restaurant inside of the A Prime Energy gas station. You know, I heard Omega got taken down. Like it doesn't exist anymore.
Really?
Yeah, like some lawsuit. Some lawsuit. They took them down.
Now,
oh, this place looks closed. Oh no, the open sign's on.
It's usually only one car ever in here. The Mega, as Matt likes to say it, the Mega. I say Mega. He says Mega.
You guys in the comments, do you say Mega or Mega? And if so, if you say it the wrong way, tell us why. So I'm not trading the games in here. My plan is to still trade the games in at the Galaxy, but we're gonna go in here and pop around, and she's gonna be holding the camera. So here you go. See what they got?
I don't want to go in here.
Let's see what they got. Hey, how you doing? Good. Is that like the legit Nintendogs? You don't mind me filming here, do you? I like make YouTube content. Is that cool? Thanks. Just checking out some places.
The original one they released.
That one's sweet. Jeez, I've never seen one of those. You wouldn't happen to have any like, cause I mod SPs, so I'm really just looking for the motherboards. Gotcha. Do you have any like beat up ones that you're selling besides just the reshell ones? That's all you got right now? Okay. Gotcha. That one's cool. I've actually never seen that shell before. Look at that shell.
That's cool.
Can't really see it, but yeah, it looks sick. Man, you guys have a lot of 3DSs, huh? Yellow Guide. This game is really rare. Let's see if they got any good PSP movies. I'm looking for Rush Hour on the PSP. Narrated by Ving Rhames.
That's by Ving Rhames. You gotta be kidding me. That is so funny.
Yeah. All right, so they didn't end up having anything. You know, there's a hard thing we're going through now is that every time I go to stores, or a lot of times I go to stores to find Gameboys, they're already modded and they're like way marked up. So I guess that's partially my fault for doing that kind of thing. But so I guess we're just gonna have to go to Video Game Galaxy now and then just hope that they have what we need. So the problem I've been seeing happen more and more over the years is that I'll go to game stores to look for Gameboys, and you used to be able to find them like easily. You could go in, oh, there's a beat up Game Boy, you know, 40, 50 bucks. But now it's not that they're priced higher, but it's that you'll go into stores and the Game Boys will already be modded, and they're like asking the price of a modded Game Boy, which is cool in some ways, that, you know, people are that into it where they're actually able to sell them in like stores, and people actually are trading them in. Like we've gotten to the point where people are trading in their modded Game Boys to game stores, which is kind of funny, but then it makes it even harder because then I'll be like, oh, do you have any like messed up ones that I can buy? Because I actually mod them myself, and then they end up just saying, oh no, these are the only ones we got are the reshelled, rescreened ones. So it's kind of an interesting thing that I deal with nowadays. So anyways, we're going back to Video Game Galaxy now, and hopefully they're open, because I still got to trade in all these Game Boy games and see what we get for them. All right, so we just got here. Let me show you what we have. This is just like a bunch of Game Boy games that I have had sitting around since we moved. Doubles and just a bunch of like, I don't know, like dollar games. This one's actually kind of fun. I remember playing that one. And well, I don't even know, Major League Baseball, like this kind of stuff, like sports games. There's a couple Japanese games in here, and just like, this is actually a good one. Hopefully get like 10 bucks for that. So I'm hoping that we could maybe have enough in here to almost buy one SP. Hopefully they have SPs, because I need to get rid of these games anyway, so if they don't have any Game Boys, we're getting something, no matter what, if they take these games. So let's hop in there. It's exactly 12, pretty much, 12:02. They're supposed to open at noon, so hopefully they're open. Let's go in. All right, so that place didn't have like anything. They had like one Game Boy Advance SP, and it was like $180. So that was a no-go. And there was some other kids in there like trading in. They do like Pokemon cards there, so I didn't want to wait. I didn't even try to trade in the Game Boy games. I just left. So we're gonna go to the last stop, and we're gonna see if they have anything and if they'll take these Game Boy games. So let's get over there, and we need good luck. I should have got my palm read at the flea market, because they would have been able to tell me that if I was gonna do good today or not. But
well, we did do good. First place.
First place was decent. I would consider that decent. The second place, bad. Third place, bad. Omega, she didn't even remember the second place we went. Second place, bad. Third place, bad. Especially because we had to wait extra time, and I hate going into a store and it's like a disaster. They got boxes everywhere. It's a turn off for me.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's go to Blue Dragon. All right, last stop. The camera focus. Can this zoom a little bit? I have the wide angle on it. There it is, you can see it. Blue Dragon. We're gonna hop in there and see what the last final destination is gonna have for us.
This used to be a game store that like had so much years ago.
It used to have so much stuff.
It was so fun to go in here, and the past few years they haven't had as much. So
yeah, I don't know what happened. They just like stopped carrying so much stuff. I don't know. Yeah. So, but anyways, let's hop in. Let's see what they got. Gotcha. How you doing? Look at this one. I've been wanting one of those. Yeah, that's the PS1. Okay. If that comes with the screen, I'm grabbing that, because I've been wanting one of those. Oh, at least what they got. The color and a GBA. Well, that's something. Not what I need, but they got some Vitas. Oh, that's cool. Always cool to see the Vitas. All right, I'm gonna go talk to the guy and see if he has. All right, this is everything. Yep. Do you guys have any SPs right now? Just what's over there? Gotcha. All right, I'll just grab that Game Boy Color then and pay the difference.
You want to go back?
I'm good. All right, thank you guys. We'll see you soon. Have a good one. All right, guys, thanks. All right, so that turned out pretty well. I mean, they didn't have any SPs, but I was able to trade in all those Game Boy Color games or those Game Boy games and then get a Game Boy Color. So we ended up spending, it was 64 or 65, and we only spent 32 bucks. So we'll see back at the house what we ended up with on everything and how much everything costed. Wow. All right, here we are. Let's look at everything that we got. So I got 2 bags full of stuff. For the SPs, they did hook me up with some brand new chargers, so that is pretty cool of them to do. A couple bonus items that we will get to in the end. You got a Game Boy Color, SP, another SP, another SP, Game Boy Advance, another Game Boy Color, and one last SP. It's pretty junky. So in total, I ended up spending $540 at the first place, and then with my trade-in, which they actually ended up giving me $36 for the Game Boy games, and one of the most expensive Game Boy games, which was Paperboy, they couldn't take because they couldn't read it. I'm gonna clean it up. But so 36 bucks for not even all the games was right about where I wanted to be. I said 40, so we ended up good on that. So that Game Boy was $65. And then with the trade-in, we ended up getting it for 32. So that's not too bad. Overall, I guess we ended up at about $570. 570 bucks for all this, but we also got a couple bonus items, which is GoldenEye on DVD. Couldn't pass that one up. I mean, come on. It's the best Bond movie. Had to have that in the collection. A sealed copy of Mario Kart Wii, the guide for Mario Kart Wii, which I thought was just like one of those things. That's what always happens is I go there and then I look in the guide section. They end up having a guide that I don't have, and this one's sealed. I mean, come on, how could I pass that up? And then of course, the biggest score we got, a sealed copy of Rush Hour 2 in the box, sealed, in the plastic, I mean. Look at that. One of the greatest movies of all time. Rush Hour 2, sealed. That one's going on the shelf. So overall, we did okay. Actually, I think we did pretty well. I mean, we got 4 SPs. I was looking for 8, so 4 is pretty good. A Game Boy Advance and a Game Boy Color. This Game Boy Color, they gave it to me for $50, and it came with this really weird worm light, which is really funny. Let's take a look at this really quick. So this worm light, it is like one I've never seen before. It has a light right here, but the light reflects up into this weird mirror, and then the mirror reflects the light down onto the screen. Really interesting design. I've never seen something like that before. We're gonna fix that too and try to get that working. But let me go ahead and take that off. So they said that this one had a speaker issue. As you can see right here, it says speaker, so it had no sound on it at all. Oh, I heard a little something. So it's either the, they gave it to me for 50 bucks, so that's a pretty good deal if it is just the speaker. We're gonna go ahead and try to swap the speaker right now to see if we did score on this one or not, because sometimes it's something else that's not worth the time trying to fix. But it usually is either the speaker or it's the volume wheel just needs to be cleaned. So let's go ahead and pop this open and see. All right, we got sound. Let me get that on the mic. So it is working. So that was a score there. So that's it, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for joining us today on our Game Boy hunt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is what we ended up with. And this cool, really weird worm light. I guess this is supposed to work off the batteries. So this thing doesn't even work, huh? Oh, it does work. It does work. I was dumb and didn't have it on. So as you can see, this little light beaming up is supposed to reflect. Let me turn my lights off to see how this works. Okay. So this reflects down. Oh, it actually works kind of good. That is the weirdest design I've ever seen for a worm light. I wonder why they designed it like this. Like, why didn't they just put the light up here? That is so strange. Look at that. That is really funny. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, and be sure to subscribe and like this video because where is that? And be sure to like this video for Rush Hour 2 in the box, sealed. Look at that. I mean, come on. What else could you want on a Game Boy hunt than Rush Hour 2? Reunited in Hong Kong, the two cops look forward to a much-needed vacation, but their plans go up in smoke when a bomb explodes in the American embassy. Suddenly, they're tracking a group of slippery suspects, including a beautiful assassin and a mysterious mobster. With their irresistible mix of head-spinning action and gut-busting comedy, Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan prove they're the team to beat in this can't-miss movie that delivers the entertainment rush of the year. Damn straight, more like of the lifetime. Rush Hour 2.